Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Intelligence with Data, where we teach you data analytics the right and simple way. If you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, you are in a very safe space. You're going to learn SQL very easy alongside Power BI, SQL, Excel, and how I think and apply my thoughts to data analytics. So, my amazing growing family, welcome back. And let's dive into this SQL question, which you will look at the end and learn very good SQL clauses. So we want to take a look at this data over here, which we have cleaned from the previous video. You may want to watch that out. And we want to then dive into very big EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis, where we want to split the total amount, which is the revenue, by the customers. We also want to see customers who are buying more than the average sales. And we want to see revenue and volume of transactions split by the source and the product revenue and volume breakdown. So I've run this query over here, which is just looking at all of the columns, and we're going to look at question number 1. Right, so let me break that down where I do Q1, and we want to find the revenue split by customers. So can you begin to think of how we're going to approach this, right? So we have the total amount here. We want to see what each customer buys. Okay, so for example, Marcus Patel, if he appears here multiple times, we want to see the total amount he bought. So we're going to begin with our select clause, which is going to fetch the columns we want to see. But my technique is always just to start with the asterisk just for the beginning, and then I go into the table, sales.clean, the one with the full stop. Actually, I'm going to pull all the columns. I'm going to give this my table an alias as SC. Then I move top and I delete that asterisk, and then I say, okay, the columns I want to see here is SC, which stands for the sales column table, dot. You see, I see all the column names over here. So I want the customer name. I want the customer name, and I also want the total amount. All right, so SC dot total amount. All right, over here. Then this is going to show me each of the revenue for each of the customers. However, I need to sum up this column here, otherwise I'm not going to get the right result. So I need to sum up the total amount so that I can then see for each customer the total amount he or she bought. This is going straightforward because I am using an aggregate function with a column I want to see. That has to be grouped by, because I want to categorize all of the customer name for each of the total amount of the revenue. So that has to go into the group by. And whenever you are using a group by, you don't need to include the window function. You only need to include the name of the column you want to see. So I'm going to copy and paste that. It will be good to name this column as an alias as revenue. So that's the basic straightforward query. And we can run this query now. We're going to see how each of the revenue is performing. Do you want to see the revenue from largest to smallest? You're just going to use the order by clause. And I'm going to name it by 2. That's my shortcut. 2 stands for the second column, and I want to name it in a descending order. Okay. So Kevin Williams, the revenue is the customer that bought the total highest revenue. We have a lot of decimal places. Wouldn't it be good to just round it up to 2 decimal places? Okay, let's round that up to 2 decimal places. Oh, I did a F5 on all of the columns, so let me just execute only that one. So you can see we've rounded it up to 2 decimal places. So that's pretty straightforward. What have you learned so far? You've learned how to group a column by a numeric value. When you sum that up, you also learned how to use the group by clause because you are categorizing an aggregate function in a column name, and you learn how to order by, and you learn this shortcut. So question number 2, let's dive into see customers who are buying more than the average. So we have to, first of all, check what is the average amount for the entire sales. Then we can then find the customers who are buying more than the average. So analytics is all about trying to break down a problem into bits and pieces. When you decompose the problem, then you are more than halfway through getting the answer. So we want to first get what is the average sales before we begin to find customers who are more than the average. So let's go into our table, right? And as this is my alias this time around, I want to find the SC dot the total sales, total amount. This time around, I'm going to use the average function. I'm going to envelope that, and that's going to be average revenue. So let me just put that here, average revenue. Okay, so for all of the customers on the record, what is the average sales? So it's 98 pounds or dollars. So we now want to check which customers are having more than this average. All right, so I can comment this out. What column will be interesting to see for the customers is going to be the customer name. Okay, customer name will be good, and as well the total amount. Okay, so let's just see the sum of the, let's see the total amount. Or I'm just going to leave this out since they only want to see the customer name, so that will be fine. So I've gotten that. Now I need to then filter this table. I want to filter it where the column total amount, sc.total amount, right, is greater than, I'm going to then, because I want to then find the average value for the table. So you can actually hard code this one in here into your results if you just want to do it this way. So because this is the average value, so let's just hard code it and say where the total amount is greater than this value, which is the average, then we can see all of the customers. So I have a red underline here. That's because I have a comma at the end of the column name. So let's just run this here like this. So these are the customers who bought more than the average amount, and that's 37. If we don't want to hard code this, we can just, copy all of this query here and put that over here. So we know that this was the query that gave us the average, right? This was the query that gave us the average. Was that also? This was the query that gave us the average. Don't forget that we don't need this column name here. We only need the average, right? We only need the average here.